Welcome if this your first time on the channel. Today we listening to the audio of the Pivot Podcast breakdown the situation between Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James. Now these aren't just media people. They are previous athletes breaking down the situation. So they could go a little bit more in depth on how they would have felt as an athlete being criticized. And you got one of the greatest running backs of all time with Fred Taylor up here. But let's check them out and see what they saying.
I'm on Stephen A's side. You're a grown man. You're a professional athlete. You can be evaluated as a professional athlete. And I've said it, and I'll re-say it.
Facts.
Bronny James is not an NBA player. He's on that team because his father.
Yeah. I didn't know I didn't know he was gonna just say it like that. That's Channing Crowder. He brutally honest. He like, yo, Bronny don't deserve to be in the NBA at all, and I agree with him. I just ain't know he was going to give it up like that. Let's listen to Freddie T.
I think it's two parts to it, right? You got, let's say it's you have business, you have a personal side, right? And a lot of times you don't want to ever really mix business and personal stuff, right? So the two side of it is Stephen A has a job to do, right? He has to be honest. That's what he gets paid to do. Yep. In the same sentence, true. When you're a professional athlete, you have a job to do. Whether you do it on the highest level, you got to do it well, or maybe you don't do it as well as other guys in the arena. And criticism comes with it both ways.
Facts.
Stephen A gets critique on the job that he does, right? Some people are going to call him a coon if he doesn't agree with what's going on in the culture and the environment. But
that's facts. We all get evaluated, man. In the military, when I was in the military, we got evaluations, man. It happens. You got to get evaluated. People gonna criticize your work. People gonna tell you when you're not doing the best. And him breaking down how Stephen A. Smith get criticized a lot. Even on the first video I made, it was people in the comments saying, yo, but Stephen A. Smith is a Uncle Tom and all of this stuff, right? He get criticized a lot too. When you are a public figure and you are, competing in a sport, or you in media or whatever, you gon' get criticized publicly. It's gonna happen, and when it comes to evaluating, that's gonna happen no matter what you doing. No matter what you're doing in life, you're gonna get evaluated.
He has a message to deliver, and if he's not delivering it appropriately or the right way or in an unbiased way, he's not gonna get the payday that he just got.
Facts.
Like, he does his job damn well. And I think he's fair in a lot of instances.
Yep.
And with that is going to come fire, right? LeBron brought the fire. But the truth of the matter is, as a father, like a lion, you always talking about the lion. You got to protect your cubs. And that's what he did in that sense. Maybe he's been waiting for that moment. And he got the moment. Very unprofessional on Bron's behalf. We don't really see Bron act that way. But again, he is from Akron. It sent him somewhere, and whatever happened in the course of getting him all heated inside to get to this point, he just couldn't take it anymore. So, but as a dad, I get it.
Hold on now. Freddie T say, yo, LeBron from Akron, so it's in him somewhere. Like, yo, no. No matter where you from, you don't be unprofessional like that. And we gonna go over another video of DeMarcus Cousins saying, yo, it's cool when they do it, but when I did it, I was evil. All right, but we gonna do that on another video. But I kind of agree with what Freddie T saying, and then some stuff I don't.
But Bronny's not off limits, man. He's not off limits.
That's what I'm saying, off limits. And I thought about this with Arch Manning at Texas. With Peyton and Eli's nephew and all, what their daddy did, what his granddaddy did. Now he is a face of football. He's about to be the face of one of the biggest organizations in football.
Facts.
Why can you not critique them? Nobody attacked Myles Garrett's kid. I don't even know if he has children. They're babies. Now, how can you look at this professional athlete, which Bronny is? I see him sitting on the bench where he should be. Sorry, Bron. Where he should be.
He's also been drafted in a place that his resume probably didn't say he should have been drafted in.
Hold on, man. Channing be going hard. Ryan Clark is about to finish everything up, but Channing be going hard, and he is completely right. It's not like Bronny is still the kid in high school or, you know, he in middle school coming up and people are talking about him. That would be dead wrong. He's in the league, dog. Like, he's in the league. People talk about everybody in the league reckless. Stephen A did it with Kwame Brown back in the day. Just talked about him. You in the league, though. You a man. So, you know, you going to get criticized like that. Let's finish listening to Ryan Clark.
He's also benefited in NIL when he only averaged 4 points a game. He has marketing and commercials and publicity and followings and get paid away from the court more than Mac McClung, who then led the G League in scoring and won the dunk contest 3 times because you're LeBron James's son. So what does it do to that narrative now? Right? How does LeBron running up on Stephen A help the narrative? It doesn't.
It don't help it at all. And he is completely right. Bronny James is literally taking a spot from somebody. And he's getting money. You can't knock a person for getting money, right? But it's literally because he is LeBron's son. He's getting NIL deals and all this crazy stuff. But he made a great point bringing up the guy that won the dunk contest that been leading the G League. And he's not getting half of the recognition that LeBron or Bronny James is.
Narrative was he's there because of you. He was drafted in the place he wasn't supposed to be because of you. Now all of a sudden we can't talk about him either. Now imagine if LeVar Ball runs up on Stephen A. Imagine if T. Morant runs up on Stephen A. How classless we would say they are. How immature we would say they are. LeBron James is a father doing the same thing for a professional basketball player. And I get it. I 100% get it, man. Sometimes somebody does something and it's on site. Stephen A. say, why you didn't call me? Mav got my number, right? He say, Rich got my number. Because LeBron James saw him and LeBron James wanted to make that point. He wanted to show the world. He wanted to show Stephen A. And he probably wanted to show Bronny, bro, I got you. And I'll do it publicly so everybody sees it. The problem is this. You ain't run up on Skip all the years he was talking about you. You ain't run up on everybody else all that time he was talking about you. And if you're going to run up on everybody that says Bronny James didn't deserve to be drafted where he was drafted at, you're going to have to do a whole lot of damn fighting.
Facts. You ain't run up on white folks like that. That's what Ryan Clark's saying. Like, man, hey, man, it's been a lot of people that have been critical of you for years. You ain't running up on them like that, though. Like, that ain't happening. And then he made another great point with LeVar Ball and John Morant dad. Like, picture if they ran up on Stephen A. Smith like that. Picture if they ran up on Shannon Sharp like that. Picture if they ran up on them like that. It probably would have been a total different situation where Stephen A. Smith probably would have jumped back at them. Or maybe he would have kept his composure the same. But no matter the case, they would have been viewed as thugs. Like, yo, these dudes need to be banned from all arenas. Literally, because you can't be running up on people like that. So it was super unprofessional. And I'm glad that athletes are stepping up and saying something. Because the basketball media is kind of bought. Like the athletes in basketball, they not like this. But this football athletes. So they a little bit more forthcoming with the honesty. But when it comes to basketball, you seen Richard Jefferson, he's saluting LeBron for what he did. The Kendrick Perkins of the world gonna salute LeBron for what he did. You know what I'm saying? That's how they work with the media in basketball for the older players. But for football, they keeping it honest, man. So y'all let me know, what do y'all think about the different things and points that they hit on that I think was, you know, pretty on par with the truth? Put it down in the comments. As always, if this is your first time here, make sure you check out the other content. We do film, sports, and music on the channel. And as always, y'all be easy, be safe. Peace.